What's up, YouTube? So now we're going to do Proverbs chapter 16. Some of the notes that I shared, some of the things. This is not preaching. I'm just trying to share with you some of the things that I have learned from doing this. I feel I'm blessed. In order to be blessed, I have to be a blessing. Well, I don't feel that I have to. I feel that I want to, because I want to act as a conduit for God's purposes. I want to be able to be used. And you just receive and you eat and you receive and you take and you give nothing back. I don't want to live my life like that. I want to be able to give back to you, and hopefully it'll help you. So here we go. We're going to do Proverbs 16, and then we're going to go over the book, The Hard Way by Brad Lee. Proverbs 16 verse 7 says, when a man's ways please the Lord, even his enemies live at peace with him. That guy, Michael Francesi, he's got that tattooed on his elbow. Proverbs 16 verse 7. I'm not tattooing any scriptures on my body, but that's just something that he does. But he did a lot of crime, and he paid a high price for it. And a lot of people suffered because of him, and he paid the price for it. And he could have gotten killed by leaving the mob, but because of the fact that his ways, the way he lives his life, pleases God, even his enemies live at peace with him. So I think that verse is perfect for him. Proverbs 16 verse 8. Better to have little and stand for what is right than to become rich by doing what is wrong. This is another version of Proverbs 16 verse 8. Better is little dishonesty than abundance dishonestly. Be fair in your dealings. Don't try to cheat anybody. If you try to cheat somebody, somebody is going to try to cheat you. So don't do that. Be fair in your dealings. That way you can have more. People will trust you more if they can know you're an honest business person. Proverbs 16 verse 9. The man plans his way, yet God directs his steps. 16 verse 9 is, people do their best making plans for their lives, but the Eternal guides each step. You may have something in your mind that something is going to happen one way, but it never works out that way. God is the one that directs your steps. You may want to get to that destination. You don't know what's behind that door. Only God knows. He directs your steps. You just got to be faithful and be honest. Do the right thing when nobody's looking. That's what integrity is, not when somebody's watching, but it's doing the right thing when nobody's looking. And it starts with how you lead yourself. You got to lead yourself, lead others, lead always. I heard that before, and I'm telling you, that's the way I live my life. 16 verse 18. 16 verse 18 is, pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. See, a lot of people misquote this verse because they don't know the Bible, because they're not educated, or they're ignorant, and they don't bother to learn through the stupidity of not bothering to learn, because they choose to be ignorant. And there's a difference. When you choose to be ignorant, that makes you stupid. But when you're ignorant because nobody told you, that's something completely different. That's just being not educated. That's being not ignorant. But when you're consciously doing, listen, no, I choose to be ignorant, then that's just being stupid. And so many people are stupid and they're ignorant because they misquote this verse, and they said pride goeth before a fall. It doesn't say that. It says pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. So a haughty spirit is like saying that I'm better than you. You got to remember, you're not better than anybody. You're just a man, or you're just a woman. And that's not the way. That's not how you want to live your life, because you don't want to be humbled. You don't want God to humble you. I guarantee you that. You don't want God. When God humbles you, you remember it, and it stings. Okay, Proverbs 16 verse 28. Don't be the one that sows discord. Okay, 28. Perverse people stir up contention. Gossip makes best friends into enemies. If you're talking with somebody and they're like, hey, did you know what Bob said? Or they're someone that likes gossip. They thrive in that. And there's some people that do. just remember, they're going to be talking behind your back. So you got to remember, if you got a problem with somebody, you go talk to their face about it. What I do is I have my friends, right? And I talk bad about one of my friends, and I say, you know what, you know what Jay did? He did this. And next time I see him, I'm gonna say something to him. And next time I see him, I go and I say something to him. I say, hey man, I didn't like what you did, and I'll confront him. And think about the people that I hang out with is like I shoot from the hip. I say things hard, and I that's just the way it is. And then we deal with it, and then we move on. We put on everything on the table, and then we move on. That's what men do. They deal with problems. Proverbs 17. Whoever 17 verse 13. 17 verse 13. Whoever rewards evil for good, evil shall be upon your house. Yes. I know people like that. I have been good to certain people, and they've repaid me with evil. Let evil shall be upon their house. That's okay. Let them sow what they reaped. Now we're transitioning into the book The Hard Way. Some of the lessons I learned by reading it, and I appreciate you watching and sticking with me for so long. Bradley, The Hard Way. In business, it's always good to pivot and remain flexible. Okay? So he talked about there was a situation that he had. He didn't mention him by name, but I'm pretty sure it was Grant Cardone. He said he had a situation with him where he wasn't getting the results that he wanted. The partnership was dissolving, and he just pivoted. He said, look, I'll make a deal with you where you can make some money and I can make some money, and we could both win. And sometimes you have to do that with people because you can't control what other people do. You can only control what you do. So you have to make it advantageous for them to make money with you. Let's collaborate and work together. Instead of having a partnership, let's work together. How to have confidence in yourself and solve any problem or puzzle and pivot in any direction to win. He gave these 6 simple rules. Okay? Number 1, get your money mindset right. If people go and they say the wrong things and they say stupid things about money and don't go after money, you're going to get what you believe. Hey, money likes to be liked. If you don't like money, then it ain't going to like you. If you're not happy around money, if you don't enjoy money, if you don't dance with money. I like dancing with money. I like playing with money. I like having fun with money. I like laughing with money. I like enjoying my life with money. And money loves me. So we have a nice relationship. It's always something where I enjoy, and I live my life to where I'm doing something that I enjoy and doing something that makes me happy. So how do you get money? What do you need to do? You need to provide value. You're judged if you talk about money and you look like you're a sleazy salesman. So if you're always talking about money and this is all you talk about, and people say, oh, he's always talking about money, he's such a sleazy guy, there's nothing wrong with that. Money is a good thing. I like making money. If I'm doing business with somebody, I'm making money. I'm not going to apologize for making money. No, that's a poverty issue. Those people that judge you because you don't have money, that's their problem, not yours. What other people think about you is none of your business. That's their issue. Okay? What does it mean to provide value? If you want to get some money, you got to provide value. You got to provide results in people. I have a group called the Lion's Den, and what I do is I help men grow, and I help them to provide results. Now, it's open to women. No women join because it's not really geared for that. But there's so many people that are just tired of mediocrity. And there's so many people there's even more people that accept mediocrity, and they don't want to be held accountable to anyone. They don't want to face They can't face themselves, much less anybody else. So what I do is I provide value. I provide results with people. If you say you're going to do something, I expect you to do it, and I expect you to keep your word. And the number one you got to keep your word to is the word you kept to yourself. And people make excuses all the time, but they don't keep the words to themselves, and this is why they have a problem with low self-esteem. Okay? Why are people abroad? Okay. Money is a tool. It is not your God. Money is a tool. It is not your God. I'm not going to go over all the 6 steps. Okay. I'm just going to give you 1 or 2 of them. That's it. I'm not going to give away. If you want it, buy his book. It's called The Hard Way by Brad Lee. All right. When you're in business, this is number 2 of it. When you're in business, this is the most important thing. Details matter. That is so critical that you go ahead and make sure that you hit all those details. That is where you get from the successful to the ultra successful. If you got a painter and he doesn't trim the edges and he misses those spots, that's not what you're not gonna be happy with that. You want to have success. Anyway, I hope I'm done. I hope this will provide value in your life. Thanks for watching. Feel free to join my men's accountability group. It's $50. It's the best $50 a month you can make into yourself. That price will go up. I don't do it for the money. I do it because I feel like if I don't charge anything, people won't make the commitment to themselves. So anyway, take care. Thanks for watching.